Episode 619, Superpowers Awakening. In a world that has become filled with so much bullying, name-calling, hatred, prejudice, and opposition, a team of superheroes is rising up once again to take a stand against the dark forces. But before they can overrun the enemy, they must first understand how to truly harness the power that lies inside each of them. It's a power like no other. So these superheroes look to none other than their war commander for guidance and encouragement. The epic saga continues.
What's going on, kids? What's up, parents? Welcome to Anchor Kids Superhero Sunday! My name is Captain Anchor Sweatpants, and I'll be your host today. Today we're talking about superheroes and their superpowers. So I thought I'd introduce you guys, don't tell anybody, to some of my closest friends. All right, check this out. Maybe you've heard of this guy before, but this is Iron Man. Iron Man is like one of my best buds. I mean, this dude is like, he's a super genius and he's super rich, so he creates like all of like the coolest suits and the coolest flying gear and weapons and armor, so he's definitely one of my favorites, right? So this is Iron Man and those are superpowers, but I mean, there is nobody like Superman. Superman is practically invincible. I mean, this guy like never loses in any fights. I mean, he has lasers coming out of his eyes. This guy blows like freezing wind from his mouth. Right, all of that cool stuff. And this guy flies and he has super speed. I mean, this guy is amazing. I know the dude. Then you've got Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man can literally jump off the tallest buildings and he's got like this web that he slings, and I mean, he's just amazing. He's got some amazing reflexes. And then, oh guys, my favorite one of all, the lovely Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is like this amazing goddess, right? Amazonian goddess. She's super strong. She's got super cool weapons. Like, nobody wants to mess with this girl, right? And just between us, like, she's the best looking out of all of superheroes, right? And then you've got somebody like Hulk, right? Hulk smash, right? This dude is like super strong, and you never want to mess with this guy. You never ever want to get this guy angry. And then you've got one of my favorites of all time. This guy is, anybody know his name? It's Groot. I mean, this guy always knows what to say at just the right time, right? What does he usually say? I am Groot. So, what is similar about the mission of all of these superheroes? I mean, what is it that they really have in common? I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions and I want you to answer with a yes or no. Here's the first question. Have they been given superpowers so that they can just show off their cool costumes and their cool outfits? Yes or no? Have they been given their superpowers so that they can take advantage of weak, helpless people? Yes or no? Or have they been given their superpowers so that they can fight bad guys and help save people? Yes or no? Yes, absolutely. They've been given their superpowers to fight against bad guys and to help people. All of these superheroes have been given all of these amazing superpowers for a reason and for a purpose. And that's why all of us want to be just like them. But even though all of these superheroes are just pretend, did you know that the Bible is actually filled with superheroes who were real people who did amazing things for God? And did you know that God sent His one and only Son, Jesus Christ, to be the ultimate superhero of all time? So here's the backstory of Jesus. Jesus helped so many people during His time on earth. Let me give you a couple of examples. Number one, He healed all kinds of sick people. He fed thousands of people on different occasions. I mean, Jesus even walked on water, and He calmed a raging storm with just His words. Jesus freed people from all kinds of unclean and evil spirits, and let me tell you something, Jesus even raised dead people. He brought them back to life. I mean, Jesus had these amazing superpowers. I mean, talk about being the real deal. But do you want to know something important? His greatest power came out of love. Love for you and love for me. In fact, He loved us so much that He was willing to die on a cross for us. And then He was raised from the dead to prove how powerful God's love was. You know what's so awesome? Jesus was the greatest example of what it is to live on mission from God, to boldly love and to boldly serve others. Love was His superpower. Let me show you how God's superpower flows through us even when we can't see it. I'm going to demonstrate using some paper clips and some magnets. When we have the love of God inside of us, we have the power to become a super powerful magnet that God uses to attract others to His love. And let me tell you something, nothing can stop it. I've got these two magnets here. This one represents someone who's kind of close to God, not really making that much of an effort. And this bigger one represents someone that's really seeking after God through prayer, through reading their Bible, through going to church, through serving others. So let's see what it looks like for God's love to flow through this kind of person. Here we go. Not really doing very much, attracting people every now and then, but not really making that big of a difference. Whenever you really have the love of God working in you and flowing through you, I want you to watch and see how this superpower works. Are you ready? I mean, it's like this amazing magnetic force that just reaches people all around. I mean, the magnet is such a superpower. You want to know something? Your superpower and my superpower is God's love. 1 John 4:7 says, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God." Do you know what this verse even means? As we begin to love other people with God's love, it makes us children of God. I mean, think about how cool that is. The God who made the entire universe. And as His love fills us up, It makes us more and more powerful. Listen, we are on a mission from God to do whatever it takes to reach people far from God and love them and serve them. And because of that, you and I have become God's superheroes of love. Well, that's all for today, kids. Stay cool, stay anchored, and we'll see you next time.